Yeah, it's over here. Artwork's over here. Right over here at the Opera House Theater. Walt Disney animatronics inside over there. Let's see what we got out here. I don't think I showed this the last time.
To tell you about Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, it is the most amazing show in Disneyland. It is 17 minutes in all. The first show jokes, the flowers sing, the tiki's chant, and my cousin Jose, he whistles and he croons. You have to see it to believe it, and then you will not believe it.
Very clear. So right at. Assuming we're on the ride.
He specifically said World's Fair.
We're making the Pirates of the Caribbean.
He did say the only thing that wasn't a recreation was the job.
Alright, check this photo out. It's Walt and his buddy Walt. Walt on the right. That's Walt right here. Right, I wonder what happens when you actually open this door. Let's take a look. So you grab at it, and then what happens? Let's see. Oh my gosh. Construction updates. Let's just roam around, see what we got going with all these updates. Looks like this one's getting a paint job. Right, go a little bit further over, man. Look at Storybook Land. You see scrim walls, you see scaffolding, and let's go see what's around this corner because it's closed. Closed for tiny improvements because they got tiny little things in there as you're cruising the boat. And the whale's right behind this scrim right over here. And look at the scrim way back there on Storybook Land. There's a lot of scaffolding way back there. Got some more up over here towards the front. Right, we're gonna be heading this way, but look, hanging out with.
Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened.
Say your channels, guys. Say your channels.
Be sure to watch your kids.
Expedition
To make Dumbo fly.
Middle Age Magic, Expedition Steve,
Oh yeah, on that.
Signs of Amusement, Two Fat Jays.
Hey-Man with J-Man.
Well, they're watching Hey Man with J-Man. Where are you guys from? Alright, you're from the United Kingdom.
I know.
You bring any potatoes with you?
Yeah. North Idaho.
North Idaho. Do they have potatoes in North Idaho? No potatoes in North Idaho. Right, just came up the steps over towards this queue line, and Casey Jr. is down. Storybook is down. They're refurbing the whole thing back in there. Let's see what happens when they reopen. Here's the exit. Casey Jr. Alright, so Big Thunder Railroad is down. There's actually one of the trains just sitting right here all covered up. Check it out. All under a tarp. Right, there's the exit right there. It's just notice Big Thunder Mountain temporarily halted. Another shot of the train car. Right here's the queue line for Big Thunder Mountain. There's actually people working in it right there, and then way back in there's all covered up, which is another train way back down into there. Right here's the main entrance. Stand by, wait, because closed. There's nothing. Let's get a closer look over here at this covered up train car. So I don't know what all that is down there in the queue line. Bunch of stuff covered up in black bags. Maybe they're working on the roundhouse. It's back out that way. Right, I'm using the camera that only has a 2x zoom. But way down in there is the roundhouse, and all these trains are sitting out here covered up, so they must be working inside the roundhouse way down there. There's another train car way back out that way. It's all covered up. Right, heading over to Haunted Mansion to go check out the holiday overlay here at night. Dang man, 60 minutes? Are you kidding me? 60 minutes. Well, let's check out the queue line tonight, I guess, because oh, we get to zigzag to this other area I've never been to. That's cool. You've never been in this back section yet. Right, here's the access path to get to the elevator. Man, this queue line is packed and noisy.
One of my friends.
Right, like I said, I've been back in that back section. I've already been through all this before. Right, the hearse is all decked out. Nobody's walking up the lightning lane. They just did, but now they're not. They'll pass by. Right, just the outside of the Haunted Mansion. Next step, we will be on a Doom Buggy. It's going to take a while to get to the queue line, but we don't need to see the whole queue line. But next step is going to be we're in the Doom Buggy, and we're going to be checking out the overlay for the Haunted Mansion.
On the first day Christmas my good love gave to me. A star, a brilliant star for my fortune card tree. On the 13th day of Christmas, my good love gave to me.
Some treats and some things you can make a scene merry and gingerbread house seems scary. All at once, Harry Potter doing gingerbread.
sure to bring your Santa Claus sack. I'll be waiting to open my Christmas